Hey, what's up, guys? Like I said, my next video would probably be about Camp Zool, and all the details were dropped. Most of the details, I should say, were dropped last night on Tuesday Night Terror, or whenever this video comes out. It happened on Tuesday. Um, we didn't get like every single detail, but we were told quite a bit. So they already announced the days a little while ago, which would have been, I think, the week prior, November 12th to the 13th this year, which was the surprising thing for me. I didn't think they'd want to do it this year just because of the gathering and Astro and all those things all coming back to back. And then they've got the drive-in in October. I really thought they were going to push it back, especially because it's called Camp Zool. So obviously it's going to be outdoors camping. So I really thought, well, they can't do it too close to those things because they're going to do it outside. They want to do it when the weather's nice, because I'm also assuming they're doing it in the area, which they are. But yeah, it did. It's happening this year, November 12th to 13th, in Williamsburg, Ohio, at Terror Town. I've never been there before. I don't think I've ever been to Williamsburg, Ohio. But yeah, and it's actually like a haunted location. Not like actually haunted, but it's like a haunt, I should say. Interesting, very interesting. And Bill mentioned on the stream last night that when you go in, you can get like a wristband, like a red wristband, or like, whatever color they decide. And if you decide to get that wristband, the haunters can grab you and like take you out of your tent and like basically kidnap you. It's like The House is October built, if you've ever seen that movie, where like the people can like really fuck with you. Like they can do whatever they want. They can take you and like Bill said something about like they have something where they can like put you underground or some stuff. I don't know. I know I'm not doing that. But if you're down for that, you can. I think they're gonna have like a haunted house on site. I know a while ago Bill was asking on Facebook if anybody had like haunters experience. So I mean, maybe Zooligans are gonna be a part of the actual haunted house. There's gonna be performances. They're gonna do Q&As. There was talk of Joe Black doing a seance, which I think is really dope. I would love to be a part of that. They're possibly gonna do something with like how to paint a forever face. Really hoping that Tom Martino makes it out. Performances, they're gonna perform both nights. It's only 2 nights, like I said, 2 nights. They're gonna perform both nights. They haven't announced any kind of lineup yet. I have heard that I believe Slasher Dave is going to be involved. He's going to have some kind of performance. Obviously, Funtime Guys will probably be there. Those are the only like 3 that I think are like semi. Obviously, Zool confirmed, but Slasher Dave and Funtime Guys, I don't think they've officially been confirmed. But come on, we all know they're going to be there. Bill also said that there will be MNE artists there, which isn't surprising, but MNE are actually on the flyer, which I thought was interesting, but MNE are on the flyer, so, at that point, I don't know, maybe, I mean, I don't know who we'll see, but when they mention LSP specifically, probably Scum, hopefully Insane Poetry, because I would love to see Belial live. Belial live would be so sick. Especially because Psycho has a really dope verse on that song. And if you've seen the top 5 verses over on Fago Lovers, you know that Joe's verse on Belial is my all-time favorite verse. So seeing Belial live would be really dope with everybody in attendance. No other acts have been announced other than like LSP will be in effect, and that's it. You know what I mean? So, Bill asked people who they would like to see perform, and, I think maybe 3 of the most common were SON, Cody Manson, who, like, obviously I would love to see perform, and Buckshot. Buckshot actually came up quite a bit, which would also be pretty cool because he's done quite a few songs with the boys as well. One of the other only things they said is basically no, if you're gonna use drugs, use them smart. That, it's going to be their first time here. It's going to be the first Camp Zool, and they want to make a good impression. So Zooligans, don't fuck it up. Because this could be a location that they return to multiple times. This first Camp Zool is going to be a measuring stick, I guess, so to speak, as to whether or not they do another Camp Zool to make it an annual event. I actually have done a video kind of about this before, where Bill was planning, I think, 3 annual events. The drive-in is happening already. We know Camp Zool is happening, so I think it was 3. So whatever the third one is hasn't been announced or hasn't been, that was one that I didn't know. There was some other event that I didn't know. The drive-in I already talked about, because Bill had been talking about doing that for a while. Not the same location, not the same movie, but it's happening. And Camp Zool obviously been announced. It's going to happen. They have campzool.com, but it's not up right now. Tickets will go on sale Friday the 13th, August 13th. And they're going to have different packages. All we know is that the base ticket is $100. And that includes camping. So you're going to be able to camp and everything, which is, like, to me, that's a really good deal, because that's like $50 a day. Like, that's a really good deal for what you're going to get, or from what it sounds like you're going to get. You know what I'm saying? It's shaping up to look really, really dope. And something that I've mentioned to one of my friends is that what's really cool about Camp Zool is that this is going to be pretty much all Zooligans. The gathering has gotten to a point where it's not really all Juggalos anymore. I mean, yeah, for the most part it is, but there's a lot of fringe people who, a lot of people, the gathering is kind of more like a party, like, atmosphere now. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of people that go there just to fucking party and just to fucking, you know what I mean? But Camp Zool is really going to be all Zooligans. It's really, everybody that's there is going to love Zool, or, at least appreciate the music. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be, it's going to be the first one as well. So, it's going to be, I really think this is probably, like, the biggest moment in Zool history so far is going to be Camp Zool. So, if you can make it, you definitely should try there. Apparently there's no capacity limits, at least, like, that's what Bill said. I'm sure there is, but they're not expecting to surpass a certain amount of people. It's going to be pretty exciting. Like I said, we don't know too many details. I've never been to the venue before, because it's very far on the southwest side. I think it's kind of near Cincinnati. So I've never actually been down there. I think it's like 3 hours from where I'm at. So it's kind of I live in Ohio, but it's still quite a trek, I guess, 3 hours. It's not anything compared to what some other people are going to have to do. But, yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of other packages they have. And then, obviously, what kind of lineup they're going to have. Because I know people who haven't even been contacted about it to do it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm assuming that they're going to go forward and try to find acts. I don't know exactly how that's going to work. They don't say they haven't said how many stages they're going to have. There's still a lot of details to be announced. But I think the most important stuff, date, location, price of the ticket, when the tickets go on sale, that's the most important stuff that we know right now. I'll possibly do a follow-up video, but I think right now this is the most important stuff that you really need to know. I think if you want to see an act there, tell them that you want to see a certain act there. I know a lot of other names were brought up, Dean, obviously everybody from LSP, people were throwing out names like crazy. So, tune into TNT, tell them who you want to see, tag them on social media, tell them who you want to see. Yeah, it's going to be a wild event. I hope to see everybody there, because I'll definitely be there. Barring anything absolutely, crazy happening, I'll be there. August 13th, Williamsburg, Ohio, Terror Town. It's pretty wild. I imagine Bill's probably been planning this for a long time. I mean, they did the song Camp Zool, and then there's been whispers about it and an actual Camp Zool going on for a long time. So for it to finally happen, it's pretty wild. I really hope that everybody shows out and that we can continue to do Camp Zool, that we'll get Camp Zool 1, Camp Zool 2. Hopefully they move the date, because November 12th and 13th in Ohio, there can be snow, or it can be, a regular fall day, I guess. So I'm really hoping for good weather, and I'm hoping when we do Camp Zool in the future that it's more of a summer day, like, maybe do it in, June or something. I don't know, like when there's a warmer time. But I'll take it whenever it is. Heck, if it was in December, I'd still go. So, that's not going to keep me from going. Just people who are going, make sure you pack warm clothes, because, I live in Ohio. I've lived in Ohio for most of my life. And I'll tell you that November can be no joke, but it can also be another day. So it's like, it's a coin toss at this point, what kind of weather we're going to get. But anyway, yeah, Friday the 13th, August 13th. Make sure you get your tickets. They're not going to sell out, but I think a good showing in the first day is going to give them confidence to do the things they really want to do at Camp Zool. So, anyway, thank you guys for watching. Like I said, I may do a follow-up video. I may not. We'll see. But thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you guys again when I see you.